All right. Peace is you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all honors, praise, and for the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. Shalom to you, Akim Yagrev, that's tuning in right now. A double honor to Apostle and others, the GMS for W4Y teacher, man. You know? That's right. I'll be Yahawashi Yashai for allowing me to do camp today. You know, we back at it again with another camp video. We out back outside. You know, the Lord still dealing with brothers. If you know you can still come out here and especially do camp, you know. Huge blessing to know that the Spirit's still on me and still pushing me to do the work, you know. So I'm about to start this lesson be edifying. We're gonna go right into it. Uh so this lesson, you know, basically going into Jacob's trouble. You know, shalom once again to everybody that's tuning in, you brothers and you sisters. This is going to destruction and Jacob's trouble. Uh, you know, me personally, when I do camps, you know, I like to push out the vibration of, you know, purge and Babylon falling because that's the season we coming into, and it's only right, man, because we don't want to be here any longer. So to push this word out, you know, let our people know that this is not our rest, that we have bigger things coming, man, but it's going to start with the destruction of Babylon, you know, and the fall of this kingdom. So, hey, shalom to my brother Manazar, you know, from Pasadena, Texas, Warriors for y'all, Pasadena, Texas, man. My two brothers out there. And we're going to hop right into it. You know, this is, once again, Jacob's trouble, destruction, you know, purge season, all that good stuff. Because our people, man, you know, they still believe that Babylon is going to get better. They still believe that we're going to be here. We're going to live out the rest of our lives here. We're going to continue to grow here. And that's not the case, man. You know, Esau Edom is about to crack down on us. You know, he still got, you know, waging that biological warfare, putting shit in the air, putting shit in our food, you know. You really can't trust anything you eat. You can't even trust the air that you breathe in, you know. So let's start, man. I'm gonna open up with this. And this is Jeremiah 30 and that's hey Kane, that's crazy because I literally was gonna open up with this too. And you start posting it. Hey, thought it, King. Hey, that's how you know, man. We connected spiritually, man. I literally was gonna open up with Jeremiah, and my brother already have it posted, man. But this is Jeremiah. I'm gonna start at 30 and 4. And these are the words that the Lord Yahweh Shai spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. So right, these are the words, the scripts I'm about to bring out. These are the words that the Lord is speaking, man. Because we are nothing more than just vessels for the Lord. He speaks through us, man. That's why we come out. That's why when we come out and do camp, we carry a high vibration on us because it's the Rakakwadash and it's the Lord working through us, man. We're that hand that the Lord is extending out to try and get you Jakes to repent, you know, try to get y'all to turn y'all backs on America, turn y'all backs on Esau Edom, so-called white man, you know, but y'all don't want to, man, because you like the fake promises that Esau Edom is giving you, the fake blessings that he's giving you, man. So let's continue. For thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. All right. He heard a voice of trembling and of fear, not of peace, man. So that's totally the opposite of what Christianity push, man. See, Christianity, they push love everybody, peace, one love, one heart, and all this. When the Lord is coming to divide, man, He's not coming to bring peace. He's coming to bring a sword. He's coming to kill millions and upon millions, even billions, man. Men, women, and children, all different age groups, shapes, sizes, it doesn't matter, man. You know? Uh so right, let's continue. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a man, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned to paleness. So right. So this is saying, man, when that time comes, even men are going to be afraid, man. Dark melanated men are gonna look damn near white because they're gonna be so afraid they're gonna turn pale, man. You know? So these are the things, man. And that we as we know that's Jacob's trouble. Because once they cut the internet off, once we go into that blackout, you're gonna feel the vibrations gonna immediately shift, man. It's not gonna feel like Babylon, it's gonna feel like a straight war zone. It's gonna feel like you just hopped in a survival mode, man. People are gonna immediately be afraid to go outside. People is gonna die of having heart attacks, panic attacks, you know, because it's gonna be too. They're gonna hear gunshots and people being put to death in front of them. Nobody can really take seeing, uh, especially children being put to death in front of them, man. People's hearts are gonna start failing them, you know. So right, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. So right, that day is great. None is like it, man. Not even slavery, you know, not even the Holocaust, not even World War I, World War II, you name it, man. This day is gonna be the greatest day in history, man. You know? Uh but he shall be saved out of it, right? But who, man? That remnant, the elect, you know, the ones that's gonna take part of that first resurrection, you know, those the ones that's gonna be saved out of it, man. You know, so as we know, not everybody is supposed to be saved. Not everybody's supposed to get this word. We know that now, you know, because first coming into this ministry, the first two people you try to push this on is family and friends, man. And you try to push on them hard because you don't want to see anything bad happen to them. You don't want to see them die. But then you had to study and realize not everybody was meant to be saved. The Lord wasn't going to save everybody. Some people, it was just wasn't meant for them, man. Some people was going to be woken up at the last hour, but then it was going to be too late, you know? So this is the things we have to do as men and as prophets, man. You know, we have to continue to push our word, continue to push the word, you know, come out here, try to compel Jake. If Jake don't get it, we moving on, man. That's where we at with it now. Where it's no more, come on, please do this and that, you know? So if you don't get this word now, by the time Jacob's trouble come, you're fucked, man. You know? Okay, so right, this is Matthew 24 and I'm gonna start at 19. The point is in 21, but I'm gonna also bring out 22. So Salakia. This is Matthew 24 and 19. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath. Now, why does script say that, man? This is YAHAWASHI talking. Why is YAHAWASHI saying that, man? Because what are you doing in winter and what are you doing on the Sabbath, man? You're more than likely resting, chilling. You're not moving around. You're in the house, you know. So that would be the perfect time for Esau to roll out on you because they have gear and they have technology that help them move through winter as if it was no snow out there. So they're not worried about the snow, but they know the average American is. It's gonna be harder for them to move. You know, it's gonna be harder for them to try and escape, especially if you got children. So script saying Esau is a cunning hunter, man. He's gonna try and get you at your most vulnerable point. You know. Now we know everybody. Some states don't experience winter, but what Esau is gonna do is roll out at 3 in the morning, man. Anywhere you at, they're gonna roll out. You know, it's gonna be planned, man. Esau is a cunning hunter, so what he's gonna do, he's gonna wait until you at your most vulnerable. He's gonna wait until you chilling, you're not paying attention, and then he's gonna go for the attack, man. You know, and especially if you ain't got that W4Y, if you don't have that hedge of protection, man, you're through, man. Especially if you're not elect, if you're not part of the Lord's remnant, you're fucked, man. That's why we try and push. Hey, get this word now. It's still hot, man. It's still fresh, you know. And on top of that, the doors of mercy is not closed fully yet because we're still out here teaching, man. But once that famine of the word hit, that's how you know it's really gonna be game over. Hey, shalom to my soldier of YAHAWASHI brothers too, man. Labad, shalom, King. You know, shalom to everybody that's tuned in. So let's continue. And this is 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So right, man. Once again, no time in history is gonna rival Jacob's trouble, man. It's gonna rival what's to come to America, man, to Babylon the Great. You know, you see every day Russia and China are moving to blow this place up, man. But what do America do? They feed y'all ads and getaway trips and stuff. They still feed the average American false dreams because they want you to stay asleep for as long as possible, man. Remember the people that runs this country, the people that tell you you have to do this or you can't get this, they don't even live in this country, man. That's a big red flag in itself. You know, everybody think the average person think, oh well, the president is the one that won. No, he doesn't, man. The president is nothing more than a puppet for the elites, man. You know, he's nothing more than a puppet because the real people that's pulling the strings are the ones that's controlling him, man. It's almost like how YAHAWASHI Shai uses us as vessels to come out here and bring out the word. They're using the president to sign off all these laws and make all these changes because they don't want to show their face, man. But we know that they're the top banking families. You know, your Rothschilds, your Zuckerbergs, your Gates, your Soros. You know, those those are the ones that's really in control, man. Those are the ones that got the money, and they're the ones that got. Oh, Salakia, am I good? Salakia, Kings. I don't know what just happened, but they're the ones that's really controlling everything, man. You know. So let's continue. And except those days should be shortened, and we're experiencing that now, man. You know, here it is. It felt like I just had off, Saturday, and here it is Tuesday. And the last couple of days really felt like a day, really, man. You know, a week is starting to feel like a couple of days now. I remember growing up, a week really felt very long, like really felt very long. Like time and just an hour really felt like an hour, man. An hour now only feels like 5, 10 minutes, man. You know, here it is. It felt like I just got out here, right? And I'm already 15 minutes in. Think about that, man. That's really heavy. The Lord, he's shortening. Remember, the Lord is not binded by time and space, man. He lives outside of that. So he can manipulate time and space without you even knowing, man. And look, he's doing it as we speak. Because here it is. It felt like we just entered April, literally, and we're already at what? At the 15th, 17th, you know? So that's how you know that the Lord is not slack when concerning his promise, man. When the Lord said he's gonna shorten the days, he really mean it. And it seemed like only really the elect, the prophets, the men that's in the truth, and you women that's in the truth are the only ones that know why days is getting shortened. People just say, "Oh, yeah, time is moving by fast," but they have no clue on why, man. But we have the why, through the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI outside, man. So right, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. But why for the elect's sake? Because the Lord wants to save his elect, man. The Lord loves his elect. The Lord, he loves the whole Israel, but it's a chosen within the chosen. Do he want to punish you and kill you? No. So he's giving you a way out of that. But you don't want to listen. you know? So it's business at the end of the day, man. Business is business. Hey, scripture say, man, fathers, wait, let me see if I can grab it. You know, this is Luke 2:49. And he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Was ye not that I must be about my father's business, man? So if you're not with Yahweh Shai, if you're not for the Lord, man, if you're not about his business, then the Lord's gonna be done with you, man. He's gonna feed you to that fire, man. You know? And quick testimony, like I recently had a vision of like just fire, man. Like I was in a building and every floor, for the very it was like I was at maybe at the highest level and the whole floor caught on fire. I'm talking about the fire was so unreal. I've never even seen it in a movie. It was like everything. It was almost like somebody poured gas, covered the whole room in gasoline. Somebody lit up a flame, and everything officially like went up. But I didn't feel the fire. But I saw people burning, man. And what I did was I ran out, ran downstairs to the floor under me, and that one instantly caught fire too. So it was almost like the Lord saying, man, it don't matter where you going or how you think you about to escape. The end result is you being in that fire, man. you know. So right. So this is the Lord's business. Yahweh Shai is about his father's business, man. We're about to start getting into the second address because we are talking about, destruction, Jacob's trouble. And, second address is my favorite place to go, man. You know? Let me see let me just look at the comment board real quick. This is Ezekiel 7:23 through 24 for my brother, uh, Manazar from Pasadena, Texas. My warrior for Yahweh brother. Shalom, man. This from the GNT. Everything is in confusion. The land is full of murderers and the cities are full of violence. Right, man. This whole land is confusion, man. Here you got genders want to be the opposite gender. People want to marry the same gender. This confusion, man. People starting to identify as non-binary and a tree and a unicorn and however, man. You know. But yeah, so we this place has to go up in flames, man. Then on top of that, they're trying to come after the children. They're trying to add P to the alphabet group. They're trying to make it L, blah blah blah, and then P at the end because now they want to push that, man. You know, people are saying that uh the Autobots are trying to go after the children. That's why schools now be having what you call, they have them going there and trying to read books to them. Just straight wickedness, man. That's some sick shit, man. You gotta have a sick, twisted mind to do stuff like that, man. They even now allowing them in the churches, and that's why the Lord said He doesn't dwell in the house made by man's hands. That's why He said He doesn't dwell in churches, man. Cause look at what they're doing, you know, and they're not even in there really pushing the word, you know. So let's continue over here. This is Second Esdras 15 and 14, and it reads, "Woe to the world, woe going into destruction, and them that dwell therein." So right, destruction to the world and the ones that dwell in here, man. And I know even the elect dwell here, but this is really going into you 2/3, you heathens, the ones that wanna that wanna stay here, the ones that don't want to leave Babylon. This is for y'all. Y'all the ones that want to dwell here. Y'all the ones that don't want to leave, man. While us, the men that's in this truth, you women that's in the truth, we wanna leave. We want to get beamed up, Lord willing. You know, and thought of y'all about him outside for continuing to push our spirits and keep our spirits in this ministry, because a lot of people is falling out. People who've been doing years and years of work that's falling out, and they did all of that just to put the plow down and not come back, man. You know? So if you still pushing this word, man, that's a huge thing, man. Cause look, the finish line is right there. That bus is here, man. You don't wanna think about it. If you decide tomorrow, oh, yeah, I'm done with this, Jacob's trouble can happen right then and there. Then you're gonna be like, wait, hold on, let me try. You know? So let's continue. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So right, one people shall stand up and fight against another. That sounds like purge, man. Just like in purge, they everybody had different types of weapons and groups, and they was out there slaying one another. You know, uh, they was out there, and it's ironic that they came out with an election year where it happened during the election, the presidency, man. And here it is, 2024. It's election year, man. You see what's happening. Think about this, right? In 2020, when the election happened, we was getting famine, shortages, the pestilence hit. We was getting the prophecy was really popping off like popcorn. Now look at 2024, it's the same thing. Only difference is the prophecy that's popping off now is MOTB, WW3, you know? So that means we are getting closer to something. Hey, and Lord willing, like what the apostle and others say, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, And I do wholeheartedly believe it's gonna happen this year, Lord willing, but I have that faith it is because it's just so much that's going on. It's like you can't miss it, man. You know. So let's continue. For this I be sedition among men and invading one another. So right, so men. are gonna be invading one another, going into houses, going into uh properties, taking wherever they need, stealing. Basically, if they need it and you got it, they're just gonna rob you, whether you got kids. People. Uh, Scripture also say, uh, "For shall iniquity abound, the love of many shall wax cold." Roughly paraphrasing. So the love of many shall wax cold. People's gonna go cold hearted. They're not gonna care if you walking around with a toddler or a newborn when they hungry, man. There's gonna be single men out there with no food, no family, no nothing, robbing whole families, man. All because he has a gun and he's cold hearted, man. So this is the times that we're about to go into, but America, Babylon the Great, doesn't want its people. Why? Because they want to blindside you. Why you think that all the elites they say it's bunker time? It's time to go in this bunker. They right now the whole vibration was bunker this, bunker that. Because even the celebs know, even the sellouts know, man. But see, the difference is their bunkers is not like the elites. You know, their bunkers is either next to their house, and they go online and tell you where their bunker is. So it's easily to go and rob them. you know, See, at least they have whole islands that you can't find that they don't promote that they have bunkers on, man. You know, so right. So for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, meaning that they're not going to regard what the government has to say. They're gonna at that time they're gonna say, you know what, we already living like this. The government can't do anything, man. Even they're not even gonna regard, law enforcement, police, because it's gonna be so chaotic. Police is even gonna leave their jobs to go protect their family because they have families at the end of the day. You know, uh, if you look at it now, a lot of people is actually leaving law enforcement. A lot of people is actually leaving the military. So these things is happening because Babylon is slowly crumbling, man. Just recently, they said we have under 1.3 million soldiers. That's not enough, man. If if you could tell, you go up and tell anybody, hey, we got 1.3 million soldiers. They instantly gonna say, oh man, we're well protected, man. We're well protected. They should be able to handle us. Think about this: 1.3 million is maybe the population of 3 states in America. We still got 47 other states to protect, man. you know? And not only that, think about China and Russia that's combining their forces. Think about Iraq. Think about Iran. Think about South Korea. So that 1.3 is really like only a backyard of kids versus 4 or 5 blocks worth of kids, man. you know? So let's continue. So right, a man said desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why is that, man? And it could be multiple reasons. One, is going to be too dangerous. Two, they're actually going to start barricading them big cinder blocks that you see sometimes in your city. They're going to use those to block off highways, exits, interstates. They're going to use that so nobody can escape. They're going to literally trap you in here, man. And really, that was the whole purpose of Trump wall. It was not to keep the so-called illegals out, but it was to keep everybody who's in here in, man. Cause think about it. That was the only other way out other than the Canadian border, man. So you think about if they cut off accesses to try and even go to a beach or a shipping dock and try and hop on a boat, which they're gonna have locked down. They're gonna cut off the highways. We already got Trump wall, and then we got the Canadian border. You're trapped in this big ass playground, man. And I keep saying, Babylon is nothing more than a playground, you know? So that's what it is. You're trapped in this big ass playground. You can't get out. And then it's gonna be UN troops out there with guns mowing people down, man. You know? Hey, shalom to my brother Kamash too, man. You know, shalom, King. You know, out here in North, nice little, probably like 70-degree weather, nothing, not too hot. Still out here, bringing out the word and stuff. Uh, Hand feeling a little swollen, but it is what it is, man. I ain't tripping about it, you know. So, let's continue, man. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So, right, because of the pride of this place, man, shit is gonna hit the fan. People's houses gonna go up in flames. Uh, People's gonna be killed. People's gonna be mauled down, man. You know, I'm pretty sure brothers have had a lot of dreams lately. I have this is my first time actually really talking about it. I didn't even let my brothers know. I didn't even let them know yet, So Salakia brothers, because I meant to call them and let them know about my vision lately, but I've been having nightmares. I've been afraid to go to sleep, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Because as we getting closer, the Lord is gonna amp our visions. I'm talking about really anthem. You're gonna think that it's really happening, man. That building catching on fire I was in. I don't know if it was symbolic for the lake of fire, but I was scared, man. I really was scared. I didn't want to go back to sleep after that, man. You know. So let's continue. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, right? Like I said before, it's gonna be single men out there with no families, robbing whole families with children. Some people even go far to kidnapping children. You know, and saying, "Hey, if you want this back, I'm gonna need this and that." People's gonna be kidnapped and hauled off for ransom. People's gonna be kidnapped, right? And then having people forcing other families to kill off other families for them. Hey, you want your kid back? I got some enemies over there I need you to take care of, man. These things are going to happen. This is not far fetched, man. This is what's gonna happen in America. You know, it's gonna be way worse than what you saw on Purge. It's gonna be way worse than what you saw in any movie. You know, this is what this is what's to come, man. You know, as you got people, driving and staring, man. But nobody want to come up and say, "Hey, let's see what this guy is talking about." I wish I could flip the camera. You know, I've been wanting to really show people. Let me see if I could. I'm trying to flip it after I do the cam lesson, but it's very busy over here right now. You see a lot of people, a lot of females right now have those what they call it with the Muslim people, because our nation, they're heavy into Christianity and they're heavy into being Muslims or Africanism and things like that. None of them want to be. If it was up to them, they don't want to be lowercase g gods. They don't want to be the chosen people. They don't want to be above another nation. They like it here, man. They just like the idea of, oh, we was once this and that, but they don't like the idea that we are gonna become more. Things is gonna turn better for us. you know. So let's continue. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, which is modern day guns, right? And spoil their goods. Like we said before, taking them, robbing them for their canned goods or whatever because of lack of bread, because the food shortages has hit, and if they shut this place down now, stores is being cleared out immediately. How do we know that? Because when C1, when that pestilence hit in 2020, and they said lockdown, I remember every store that same day was empty, man. People were buying things they wouldn't normally buy for their house. It was so bad that supermarkets had to put WIC tags on products saying that people who have WIC checks, and brothers know what that is, uh, basically checks that you get that the government give you if you have a newborn to help assist you get stuff. People had to slap tags on that on damn near everything so that people don't take everything and leave nothing for people with newborns, man. And people were still taking it. They didn't care, you know. That only goes to show you, man, how much more when they really don't put stuff back up on the shelves, man. Because once that stuff go, it go. Then, then the real fun begin, man. That second lockdown is gonna be way worse than that first, man. I know it's been about 4 years since we said that, but these you gotta understand these things take time. This is all about time and patience, man. It is gonna be a second lockdown. We believe it, man. That second one is gonna be way worse than the first. You don't just go into a first and be like, okay, we know what they're gonna do. A couple months later, they go into the second. No, man. You go for the first, wait years, because now all that has been swept under the rug. People think we're back to normal, and then you hit them, man. Remember, Esau's the cunning hunter, man. He's gonna do things to throw you off guard, man. you know? So right, because of lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. You know? Uh okay, so let's continue. And this is Second Edges 13 and 31, and it reads, and one shall undertake to fight against another. So right, more fighting, man. You know, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, man. And we know that that whole that whole script right there is definitely going to amp up once Yahawashai crack that sky open, man. That's when the one realm against another is going to hit because we're going to have Yahawashai and the angels, you know, that spiritual realm versus here, the physical. But Esau Edom going to stop fighting each other. They're going to turn their guns elsewhere, and they don't want to fight. The Lord's going to put the spirit on them to fight. They ain't going to have no choice, man. As pride as Esau Edom, think about this. These people is coming up with all these different types of weapons to really fight against Yahweh Shah and the elect, man. Why do you think they got, melanin based bullets and radioactive this and that, microwave guns and all that, because they need to do all that and they're gonna test it out, throughout Jacob's trouble. They need to anything to try and fight against Yahweh Shah, man. And I do believe the Lord's gonna have them open them portals through CERN, you know, because that's gonna happen too. So um, let's continue. Let's get into some destruction real quick. And this is Second Esdras 16, and I'm gonna start at 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So right. And the bow is that artillery, and the arrows is the missiles, man. So strong is them that benefit that gets that stuff ready so that they can shoot them into the ends of the world, man. You know, and that's what the Lord is putting the spirit on these heathens to do. He's putting the spirit on these heathens to, you know, collectively trade, within each other, build each other up so that they can all take Babylon down together, man. That's how you know we in the end times. Because think about this, man. As big of a so-called bad bully that America has been for years, they could have been. These other countries could have uh band together and took us down, man. But it wasn't time yet. That's why. That's why now it's heavy, man. You know, let the weak say I am strong. That's today, man. Cause those once weak countries are now the ones to be feared, man. Now that Biden is still in office, man, they're gonna do whatever because they know he's not gonna really do nothing. And even if they do let Trump back in office, it's gonna be way different than before. Trump is really gonna wage war on the other countries, man. You know? Uh so let's continue. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, right? Because they're gonna be coming from all different directions, man. Behold, the plagues are sent and not return again until they could come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. So right, the plagues is already sent, man. You know, and then they're not gonna stop doing their job until they fully do their job, man. Like it's an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backwards. Even so, the plagues that are sent upon earth shall not return again. So right, the when you shoot an arrow, man, it goes one way, you know? So that's like the place that the Lord is shooting. They're not going to return back until it hit its target, man. You know? So like, yeah, phone about to die and shit. The chargers ain't want to work, but hey, the so right, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the place that I sent upon the earth shall not return again. So woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, man? And we know the answer to that is YAHAWASHI, because he's gonna come with the chariots, the vehicles of the heavens, you know, beaming up brothers, you know. And that time, you know, we're gonna have spiritual powers. We're not gonna be fully tapped into our spiritual, because you know the standard will be lifted, and brothers will get various gifts. That's what that goes into the standard. But we won't fully have like all out crazy power until we in those new bodies. And we're not getting those new bodies until we get beamed up. Because we're not gonna go up into no chariot flesh and blood, man. We're gonna be simultaneously changed and painless, man. A painless transformation. And once we're on those chariots, we're gonna get in those new bodies. Then we're gonna come down and really go all out, man. You know? So let's continue. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of war. So that's happening now, man. Sorrows, wars. That's all you see on the news. Sorrows, wars, great death. Uh, and the power shall set in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So right, man. Uh, and that's why we have to get our inward man, you know, ready day by day, man. You know, and remember, this is all faith based, man. You gotta have faith, man, because you can do a million lessons and not have faith. You know, when shit pop off, man, you gotta have faith that what you brought out, what you was teaching, is gonna come to life, man. Hey, think about this. That's why the Lord woke us up and we can see through everything now, and we know that scriptures really happen. God, Salakia, somebody was calling me. Salakia. That's why the Lord is starting to have it to where we can easily see scripts popping off now to help boost our faith. Because once Jacob's trouble happened, you can't deny that this book was real this whole time, man. You know. So I'm gonna jump down to 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and hear his voice, right? Because it's gonna be empty. People gonna be out there, you know, by themselves. It's gonna be some time when you walking and you ain't see another human for a couple days. For a city, there shall be 10 left and two of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick grooves and the chief cliffs of the rocks, man. So right, people's gonna be out here lonely, you know, and Salakia. and basically trying to hear one's voice, still not knowing what's going on. But through the spirit power, YAHAWASHI, we know what's going on, and that's why we have to constantly pray, constantly talk to the brothers. Watch lessons, do lessons, make our call election short, so that we know once Jacob's trouble start, we're good. So I brought this out. This lesson was edifying. My grandmother calling me, so a little B over here. Um, so yeah. So my grandmother called me, so I don't know what she want, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get going. So I brought this out. This lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, with Das. Peace and blessings to you, hopeful elect. Shalom once again to you, Alchemy Upgrade that tuned in. A double honor to apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. Like our apostles all like to say, on to the next lesson. Hey, you only as good as your last lesson. So keep leveling up, stay in the spirit, A Bible ball soon, because we almost out of here. So let me see if I can finally flip the camera over to show. I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna just turn it around, but this is what the site look like. If you can't see, I'm in front of this post office. You see, it's a very busy area. You get a lot of traffic through here. You know, that's why I switched my campsite from the park so I can get out here and really try and get people in. So a Bible ball soon and shalom until next time, man. Keep pushing. Peace.